What is up, people? Kevin Barry here, and today we're going to be talking about the 4 motivations. Now, what are those? When it comes to what people do in life and what drives people to do things, or what has people doing things that they're not super proud of, is all based on their individual motivators and how the presence or lack thereof of their motivators determines the quality of work and the clarity of action and thought that they produce. Now, what are these 4 motivators? Motivator 1, material. So think materialism, think money. Some people, more than anything, are motivated by money. There are people in this world like Sam Walton and his whole family, basically people who made Walmart. If you look into their story, even when he was a billionaire, he would stop meetings. He would be golfing with a big client or something, a big shareholder potentially. And in the middle of them talking, having a real important discussion about business, he would see a penny in the corner of his eye on the floor and say, 1 second, walk over, and then pick it up and put it in his pocket. And he kept the same pickup truck that he had when he was only making 20 grand a year up till that point where he was a billionaire, and he never moved out of his little home in Arkansas. That's someone who really is just kind of motivated by money. The second one, mating. So think sex, romance, physical touch, chemistry. Who could you think of that's mostly motivated by that? First person that comes to my mind is someone like Hugh Hefner. That guy loves women. That guy, he based his entire life around sex. Every week he would hold parties inviting a bunch of beautiful models and celebrities to come to the Playboy Mansion, and up till his death he was just wearing a sailor hat with 20, 30, 20-year-old models in bunny ears just living around him. But not everyone is looking to be, have a Playboy Mansion. Some people are really motivated by getting, their dream partner, finding, I get really excited about, like married life, romantic life, a life that is, very expressive romantically. The third one is movement. Now, this is one I find that motivates me the most. And movement can be travel and all things freedom. So, think going to Thailand, like just buying a one-way ticket and going to Thailand, or being able to have, like a private jet so you can just go fly anywhere in the world, or just think like things that really bother you. When I was growing up as a kid, I absolutely hated if I was grounded, or if I was just like, I couldn't go hang out with my friends for the weekend or something, or my autonomy was stripped from me. Or think just like if you can't go have the experiences that you want to be having. That's a huge motivator for people, is to be able to go do what they want. And then the fourth one would be mastery. So this has to do with like status and skills, being a master, being the king at whatever it is you do, and being known as that, being respected for the skills you have. I have friends that, their goals every month are always breaking PRs for their strength training, learning new skills, learning a new language, learning a new instrument. It's always learning, and sharing that with people and connecting with people on those skills, and not being afraid to express them. Now, if you want to understand which of those motivators is most represented in you and which drives you the most, maybe you're not too sure, what I would challenge you to do is pit each of them against each other one by one, and then see who remains as king of the hill. How you would do that. For example, let's take the first 2 motivators, materialism, money, and mating, sex and romance. Would you rather be handed $1 billion today, but you cannot have sex. You are celibate. You are celibate for the next 40 years. Or would you rather have your Playboy mansion or your dream lover, and it's just romantic bliss, but you cannot make anything more than 20 grand a year, and no one can give you more than that, more money. You cannot live luxuriously at all. Which would you rather do? Third and fourth, if we pit those against each other, would you rather be traveling the world, all expenses paid, but you're just kind of this drifter vagabond, you're not really good at anything and no one really knows you, you're kind of just a stranger in the world? Or would you rather be a master at any skill in the world, anything you want to be good at, and people love you, you are a king, like you are the man amongst your city, but you cannot leave the city of your choice? Now, what did you answer between those two pits? Whatever it is, you then pit those two against each other. Maybe you said, I want the $1 billion, and then you said, I want to be a master. I want to be respected. I want to be great at everything I try. Okay, well then, would you rather take the $1 billion, but you can never be good at anything and no one knows who you are? Even if you donate all your money to a great cause, it's never going to be credited to you? Or would you be a freaking master, whatever you wanted, but you're always going to live in that 1-bedroom apartment and you're never going to be able to make more than 20 grand a year? Now, the key reason why this is important to understand is that if you can understand your motivations, you can hack your brain so that way you can manage yourself better. We all have the same amount of time and energy in the day. Me and someone who's my same age, and maybe they are farther along in a skill that we're both trying to acquire. Maybe they're farther along in their financial journey. That's great for them. Why are they there? Well, I'm sure there's some initial circumstances that we both started our journeys on that may have impacted that. But another difference could be, if we have the same amount of time and energy, they might just be managing their time and energy better. Because that is the one currency we all share most equally, and it's the one we most often spend without any care at all. So I challenge you to understand what motivates you, and by understanding that, how can you manage your day better? Comment down below. All right, guys. Peace out. This was KB. Ciao, ciao.